Is this still happening?
Oh, I don't know. Keith, he's got the link.
I forgot to see. I haven't seen his kiwis pop up here yet.
He may be shy.
That's all right.
I'd just like to say congratulations to Keith. He's on 10-month anniversary today.
He is, and he's killing it.
Oh, he's on his way. He's on his way.
Oh, there we go.
So he was going to share a little bit about his story. Keith is actually an SBG moderator with us now. So he's yeah.
For sure, and he's doing amazing. He's got a huge weight loss story as well.
Here we go. Hi, Keith.
There he is.
How's it going?
How's it feel to be 10 months carnivore?
It feels great. Thanks, Todd. It's the best I've ever felt for a very long time. So yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm enjoying my life at the moment and enjoying my new friendships that I've made, and plus I'm enjoying all the loose clothes now. have to look at a new wardrobe, but yeah, I'm 10 months now, and I did do a little bit of a blurb on our chat, and I know it's not about weight loss or inches, it's just another measuring mark, but it is nice to sort of see those numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so basically, I've been 10 months in my journey so far. It's about 20 months, and 10 months of keto, and 10 months of carnivore now. So, yep, that's a picture of me. When the first one is my before, I actually did what they call a quarter Iron Māori, or Iron Man, and so that's a triathlon, and that little medal around my neck, I achieved that. So I did a 1 kilometer swim, a 45 kilometer bike ride, and a 10 kilometer run walk, all in the one go. And so this was my body after it, at the end and after everything. So you can see it's a little bit inflamed or swollen, because obviously I've been putting it through a lot of exercise. But at that point, I was probably about 160 kgs, maybe 350 pounds. And the one on the right side is, I took that picture on the 22nd of January this month. And there is a difference.
Huge.
There's a huge difference.
It's a different person.
Yeah.
So good.
So the before one was at my 50th. So I'm 52 now. So that was a couple of years ago. It was taken at my 50th. And then this one, the after one, was taken same day, the 22nd of January 2024.
Wow.
So it's been a journey. I sort of like that picture because the one on the left, that's how I was feeling, I was down, but I had to stand in front of everybody because I was the birthday person, or one of the birthday people that was on at that time. So you're standing in front of everybody, and it's not an easy thing to do when you know you're overweight. And I dressed up as best as I could, as you can see, but the second photo, just comparing them and looking at them, you're right, Lindy. Feels like I'm looking at a different person. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, Yep.
You're absolutely aging backwards. You are aging
know,
back.
that's a power carnival.
For sure.
So this picture here is when I completed doing my Ironman triathlon thing. They took a picture of me holding. So I've got this framed at home, just to show my achievement. And yeah, the other photo I decided. So what I'm trying to do is just trying to match up the photo, just to see the difference in comparison to what I looked like previously and what I look like now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's quite revealing because you can see a lot of it in my stomach, in my face, and now I look at it and there's just a lot of information gone. There's a lot of weight gone. There's
Yep.
a lot of you do those smiles where you're sort of struggling to smile.
Yeah.
The fake
Fake
smiles that
smile.
we're all good at. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's I've had family members look at these photos too, and they're just shocked. They're absolutely shocked. But it's in a good way. It's a good shock, because I've changed for the better. Thanks to Carnivore and being a part of. Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to show that, Michael.
You bet you we are.
Yeah, good. Love it. The
It's
power
me.
of carnivore.
I suppose that's how I feel inside now. I had to look at it. It does make me laugh. I feel happier inside myself. I feel stronger. And I was trying to portray that, and it was my niece that actually took these photos for me, and she just laughed. But it's actually probably my favorite photo thus far, apart from the previous photos, because the old photos, they give you what you used to look like, and how you were feeling, and some of them can be quite sad. But yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys, and I appreciate, like I said, you guys have been my friends in that, and helped me in the journey, along with the SBG gang. There are, all of us have a story, and I just wanted to share that with you guys in our chat, and now I'm sharing it with everyone on on YouTube, and I've got a story too, and I one day I might be able to jump on with you guys and be a little bit more specific about my journey. But we've talked about it because I've always felt like I could talk to you guys, So one day soon, I'd be pretty open. I mean, I've already shown you. There's some other photos that Michael have got, which I'm thankfully hasn't shown yet.
Yeah.
But
Just don't send any food pics when he's fasting. You'll be right.
yeah,
Fine.
yeah. So it's something I'm doing now, and that's that carnival confidence that comes out in people. I've been on it 10 months, and if you ask me whether keto or carnivore was the optimal one for me, it's most definitely carnivore. Now I did keto, and it did help me, but when I started keto, there was a lot of inflammation I had to lose. So I lost a lot of weight pretty quickly, even on keto. Unfortunately, with keto, for me, it was I was still allowing the sweet stuff, and I was using alternatives like almond flour, the stevia, the erythritol, the xylitol, just to allow me to have those sweets that I love so dearly.
For sure.
And when I got to Cardiff, what happened was my my want for something wasn't really being satiated through those foods. So I started going back to eating the old foods. So I'd give myself a break. Yeah. So that was me on that was the 45-kilometer bike ride that I did in the
Wow.
triathlon. And so that's me on that poor bike. I'm just looking at it. But that actually goes up a hill. This cycling part, you actually go up a hill. And but yeah, that's me. And you can see I've got my drink in there, which was a Powerade, which was full of sugar. And I had these sugar, what they call sugar hits.
Yeah, gel packs.
And the gel packs. And I had them in a pouch. And I was taking all of those just to keep myself going.
Hey, you
So,
needed energy. Yeah. Especially through all that.
Yeah. So it's I don't know if it helped or not. I just just because sugar is sugar, the energy might have been there in the flash, but it was gone just as fast. So yeah, but yeah, keto is it helped me, but it still kept my cravings alive. As soon as I hit carnivore, the cravings just magically disappeared.
Yeah.
And I haven't had anything sweet. Like it's been the whole 10 months. Even through Christmas, New Year's, the worst times of my cravings or my wants for something sweet, I went through that. I just went through it. So the journey itself has been huge. Everything previous to that has been huge for me. And now I'm with you guys. And happy to be a part of you and being in our friendship that we have.
We appreciate you celebrating your 10-month carniversary with us, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Such
Amazing
a big thank you,
results.
Keith. Yep.
And like we met you a few months ago and you were so very shy, You met with Michael first and was like, oh, does he want to meet with you and Lynn and Todd? And you were very, very, reserved and shy. And now look at you. You're sharing your story. You're out there, SBG moderator. You're really getting in there with the community. I see you in the chats here. You're just as motivating in these chats than you are in SBG. We love you, Keith. You're a superstar.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, no, thanks to SBG, I believe Carnivore is my way forward because I've been in such a stuck part of my life for a few years now, and I didn't know if I was even going to go forward. And then when I watched your video, Lindy, I was looking at it and expect a miracle, right?
Yeah.
That card that you spoke about. And that's what's happened. That's what's happened for me. I didn't, this miracle has come along. I asked for it. I remember praying, to find a way. Because that's me. I believe in God. I believe in angels. I believe in our past loved ones being around us all the time. It's a part of my culture. It's held quite high. And I prayed and I asked and I received. So there is help, there is hope out there for us, and I suppose now that I've met you guys and I see you guys all the time, just giving that out to everybody. Any experience, any knowledge that you've had throughout your own experiences. And I'm sitting there going, wow, I learned something different every day. And now I'm an SBG, it's even bigger, it's huge. People sharing their experiences, so that's why I decided to become a moderator there. If it wasn't for the calendars that Coach Raymond and Coach Emily put together, if it wasn't for Bella creating the community, if it wasn't for the other coaches and moderators being there, and then the community themselves sharing their story, I don't know if I would have got through it. as well as I'm doing now. I don't know, but it just feels so much. I feel so much stronger. You know, my resolve is stronger now, and I believe Carnivore. I can move forward in Carnivore, and I've got a future in it. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to do my best and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great job. And I think community is important too. I struggled for 6 months before I actually committed to Carnival because I'm used to doing things by myself. I don't like to rely on anybody. I don't like to ask for help. I was really embarrassed. But after 6 months, it was like, if I don't do something now, I'm not going to be here much longer.
Yep.
And reached out, and that changed me. And then when I learnt all the tools, I did the coaching, was in the community, was feeling great, and thought, I can do this on my own. I can save my money, go off and do my own thing. And I started wasn't watching as many YouTube videos, and then little things started creeping back in my head, and I could just feel myself slipping, and that frightened me. I'm like, I've got so far, I can't let go of this and spiral back to my old ways. So I was back in the community, and now I'm on track again. So I definitely find the community support is what's made this successful for me, and I need it. If it wasn't for the community and meeting you guys as well, that has just really cemented this for me. Without all you and the community, I don't think I could do this, because you get roped into the real world again. All the people saying nasty things and telling you you're going to die all the time, but then I come and hear all these beautiful stories in SBG and how everyone's in healing and improving things, and it just keeps reminding me, we're all in the same boat. We're all here for optimal health, and we're kicking goals.
Yeah.
And you just need to be reminded of that sometimes. So, yeah.
I've got a special friend who she's been with me for around 4 years now. You know, we've seen a lot of hard times, and we've gone through a lot together, and but we've both been supportive of each other through our journeys, even when I was down at my lowest. So we find these people that are willing to be a strength when we're not able to. So I found a whole community. I'm very lucky and thankful for that. So yeah, I'm just going to be a strong carnivore from from now on. I enjoy what I'm doing. It has healed me, and carnivore is the way forward, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been on a lot of diets, and I've seen my sister, my mom, my family, we all struggle with it on a lot of diets, right? And I've seen, all the Weight Watchers and the Jenny Craigs and the count your points and, count your calories and all this nonsense. I've never seen even the weight success that I see on a day-to-day basis, in weight loss here. But in addition to it, have you ever heard somebody on Jenny Craig or any of these weight loss things report their eyes healing?
No.
Or their diabetes healing, or their depression going away, or their anxiety going away? It's all a white knuckle group to keep everybody hung onto the ledge for as long as they can, as long as they buy their points and get their Jenny Craig stamps and meals and bull crap. And they can hype themselves up into starving just a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
This is absolutely the cure, because you can see it. You can't hide the truth. Truth will always rise to the top. And the truth is, I've never seen any other diet perform healing miracles every day like this way of eating does, this lifestyle. And it keeps happening. And everybody can say all the most ignorant, stupid things about cholesterol and red meat and cancer and colon and blah, 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 all this stuff. But we all see it in real time with our own eyes. And that's why it's so powerful for stories like yours, Keith, for you to just keep saying it over and over again, because people need to see it, because we're fighting a real battle. We are fighting a war against these drug companies and these food companies that would like this to go away. That, you know, and if this goes away, people don't find freedom from the prisons that they're in, right? We all would be stuck. If we all hadn't have found it, right, we would all be stuck in, you know, where we were. So that's why it's so awesome that that you're on here sharing with everybody. You know, I get it, and I didn't see it at first, but when I first got on here, I didn't want to come on here. When I did, because maybe someday I'll do a YouTube channel after I lost all the weight, but nobody wants to listen to a 500-pound fat guy talking about how to get skinny and healthy. You know what I mean? Like I get it, you know, but it actually is more important to document and share the process and what you're thinking and your experience and how you're learning, and people can see it in real time, you know, because if we didn't do it a little bit like we're doing it now and people can see it, they could just say that we did some starvation diet or we took some Ozempic drug or we had a weight loss surgery or whatever. They're seeing it in real time. They're seeing what's really going on, and they're seeing, you know, it's fully documented. And if enough of this happens, like in the SBG and all these channels, what are they going to do? How are they going to explain all these people getting healed? You know, they're going to have to go out there and continue to say, you know, don't believe your lying eyes and your lying ears. Don't listen to the people that actually, you know, like Lindy that lost 500 pounds. Go listen to some guy with a clipboard and a white coat tell you which drug to take next because he's the authority. No, Lindy's the authority. Lindy's the authority on losing 500 pounds because she did it. You know, drug companies, they're the authority of being, you know, drug dealers and slime balls. You know, that's all they're the authority on. It's like, you know, this is why this is so important. And we get to do it with a smile on our face, you know, because we have the keto zen or the carnivore zen, you know, and we got our life back. You know, we don't have to be miserable and full of anxiety and we're not in our prisons anymore. We all got a new shot at life, you know? So yeah, it's I don't know. It's the most meaningful thing I've ever done in my life for sure.
Yep, same here.
I look forward to what comes next, to be honest. And honestly, I haven't been looking forward to anything for many years. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep going, doing the best I can. I think everybody does. But there's just something that lights up in your brain when you eat this way. You know, it just, everything lights up, everything connects.
Yeah.
You know, your brain cells start working just a little bit more, and then they become more clearer and more. The clarity that I've been getting has been really good. You know, instead of the brain fog and the sadness and the unhappiness.
And who would have thought that just by changing your diet would do all that? It's amazing.
Absolutely. It's oh yeah, I mean it is amazing. It's hard. In fact, it's so simple and so effective that it's hard to believe, but it really does work. You know?
The thing I find sometimes is you're standing in front of someone and trying to be the, you know, you're the example, right? These people have seen you at your worst, right? And now they see you at your best, and it's like in their eye. I mean, they're giving you compliments and everything, which is great. But then when you go to tell them what you're doing,
right,
it's not computing. It's not getting through. Yeah. So I don't know how to fix that.
But it is getting through. That's what I think we got to stop worrying about. We think it's not getting through because they resist, but yeah, you plant the seed and it is getting through. It got through to us. You know, when they get to the certain point, you know, when you get to the end of yourself and you're at your lowest point and you got nowhere else to turn, you know, I turned to God, and you know, God turned me to carnivore, and here's I can tell how that worked. But at any rate, that seed, that beacon of light that you planted there, because your actual results of those people that, like you said, seen you before at your worst, and now they see you, and there's that carnivore glow, that happiness, that actual internal happiness. That's what they're going to think about when they are at their worst. They're not going to think about words or what a doctor said or a study. They're going to think about Keith's smiling face that he's found real happiness, and they're going to go, I want that. Maybe I need to talk to that guy. That's what the real draw is. People that saw you dead, I don't know.
Yeah.
Michael, can you put up that picture of me from the funeral, that one?
Keep going.
I was just going to say, this is an example of dead eyes, dead person, compared to now. I look at myself and I like looking, not to be a little bit narcissistic, but I'm happy looking at this face because of what I see looking back at me, and not just that I lost weight, but that I'm not dead inside anymore. I'm not, just a dark, hollow shell like all the pictures that I remember taking, like the deadness in my eyes. And that's what people are going to see. They're going to remember, your dead eyes, and, just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that person's dead inside, that person's been dead. And I was a walking dead man forever, and that person that everybody knew now sees this smiling face, and they know something real has changed, something significant's happened, and this is what they're going to look for examples, and that's what they're going to come for. And that's why when you do talk to them, Keith, and you tell them what you're doing, even if they resist you and say that's crazy, there's a point that you're going to be in their head, you are going to be in their head. We're all going to leave that mark,
I
think
like
you see it
that.
in my face too. When you look at my very first photo that I put
Yeah.
up, yeah, I'm not with it. Didn't want to be there.
Absolutely.
I've seen the photos that you've done at the beginning in your intros, and those are telling photos, Lindy.
Right.
So
Yeah. I mean, we all were. I mean, I recognize that look, Lindy, because that's the same look as, and that's a dead. I don't want to be here. I hate this life. I am miserable in my own skin. If I got hit by a bus tomorrow and wasn't here, I'd thank the bus. That's that look.
Oh,
I know. Yeah. It's gone. That's completely gone. Now it's fun.
yeah.
Now, look, if anybody hasn't seen Lindy's last video, go check out the montage of her just whooping it up all over town.
And the rest of my girls are like, Mum, put the camera away. Take a video and photos of me and my girls everywhere, and they're like, Mum. But
Right. Yeah, same look.
We all have that look. It's our breaking point that I think everybody has to hit that point. And that's when you finally realize that it's time for a change, or you're not going to be here anymore.
Right. Well, and you just, it's really like you're going to change, or you're not, you don't want to be here anymore. You just assume not be here anymore. You don't even care if you're here anymore. So something's got to give, or else it's inevitable. You're pulling you're pulling the lever. You're getting out of here, That's really what it was,
Yeah.
I love it. It's the similarities that we all have that connect us, and
It is. And the thing is, we think we were a minority. We're not. We are the majority. I guarantee you this is echoing out, and will continue to echo out to people that will, resonate with that exact look. They see it just like we all see that look in each other and go, I know what that is. There's millions of people out there that know it too.
Our picture broke Sandra's feed.
But yeah, I don't know. Good things are coming. We're all growing. Our best days are ahead of us. We're growing younger. We're getting smarter. That's good. That was much needed. And we're going to be able to show people.
And then, as you can see by just the four of us here, how do we change our lives? By changing what we ate. I mean, breaking the habit that we were addicted to for so long, that food that held us back all these years. The hardest part to doing this is getting past. For some people, it's a couple of weeks. Some people, it's a month. For me, it was a little over a month to break the addiction. That's the hardest part. Once you can break through that, it gets a lot easier. I promise you. And you can see the difference just in our 4 pictures alone.
For sure.
We'll never forget where we came from. That's part of our journey, and we just look back now. Like, I'm not ashamed to show my photo now. I was at the time. I'm proud of how far I've come, and I don't care what anybody says. They can tell me whatever, and I'm just like, whatever. I just don't care what people say. Yeah, I'm going to have a heart attack. I'll enjoy my steak while I do it. Not a problem. It's
Right. At
like,
least I lived long enough to have a heart attack.
No, I could have
I
had no
know.
heart attack. My blood pressure is down to 106/62.
I know
Okay.
my resting pulse rate was 107 when I was sleeping, and now
Yeah.
my,
Now it's
my
like in the
pulse,
60s. Yeah.
yeah, my pulse is 80 or 68. You know,
So how are
yeah.
we gonna have a heart attack?
yeah, it's like
If
whatever.
all the shit we ate before didn't kill us, now that we're eating healthy, do you think that's gonna kill us? No, it's giving us our life back.
Yeah,
And
and I
as
mean,
she says, the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, my light was almost fading. Todd's light was almost fading. Lindy's, Keith's, our lights were almost extinguished. My day's bright every day now. Every day I get up, I'm happy to get up out of bed.
exactly the way I figure it, with all the processed foods with the preservatives I ate, combined with a healthy lifestyle, I should have the shelf life of a Twinkie. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I've been well preserved. I had a whole lot of little Debbie when I was young. I should have had the shelf life of a Twinkie and a cockroach.
Twinkies didn't have much of a shelf life around me.
No, that's true. Yeah, I resonate with the train for sure.
Rain, definitely. The light. That's right.
Let's
Yeah,
see
good
here.
job. First, oh, okay. It's a big Twinkie.
I am one ginormous Twinkie for sure. Oh man. Well, we made it. We did another one. It's 3 hours and 20 minutes. You know why I know that? Because I can see my computer now.
Overtime pay.
Overtime pay. Again.
Wow.
Hey, what is
Awesome.
time and a half times 0? What is 0 when you times it by 1.5? You know what? For you, I'll make it double time. We'll do 0 times 2. You go ahead and mark that down.
I'll make a note of that, Todd.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Keith. It was lovely to celebrate your 10-month anniversary.
And seeing all the changes in you, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
killing it, man. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. You have your year, but what I look forward to is when we all have our 5-year and 6-year and 10-year. Man,
Yeah.
what are they gonna say then? What are they gonna
Mm.
say then? Are they still gonna be telling us about the heart attack? It's gonna be like
Yeah.
whatever.
I
gonna
think
be
they're going to have to catch us first. We'll be out there gallivanting around and enjoying our lives. They won't even be able to track us down.
Right?
Thank you, Monica. Thanks for joining us. Yes, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
Oh,
I don't know if I would ever be polished up enough to do that. I do. Well, I'll save it for later. I have some stories I can't tell on YouTube, but yeah, for sure.
I think they'll let you on stage. You got a cool hat, so why wouldn't they let you on stage?
Yeah, I think you gotta sign up way ahead of time. I don't think they do this. I think it's so popular. I think you gotta be way signed up. One day, if I didn't have a day job, I would definitely pursue that. I would have definitely, if I didn't go the route that I did for work, that would have been my backup plan for sure.
I don't know. We may have some contacts to get you up there. We'll see.
Oh boy.
You never.
I can bomb in front of my heroes. That would be spectacular.
We're carnivores. We'll make it work.
Whatever. I'm not scared. You know why? Because when you bomb, it's funny. So no matter what, even if you bomb, it's funny because it's funny to bomb that hard. So I'm in a win-win situation.
I'll be sure to live stream it for you, Keith.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
appreciate it, Sandra. One day, I'd like to put it together, but man, I'd have to. I'm such a paranoid person, like an OCD guy. When I work on things like that, I want it a certain way, or my head will explode. But someday, for sure. But man, it was a blast. We appreciate you guys all hanging out with us again. You guys never disappoint. We keep blabbing, and you guys keep showing up. I don't know why. Well, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we will see you next time. So, guys, have a great
Right.
week.
Thank you.
Stay
See
Good night,
ya.
carnivore.
guys.
Stay healthy.
Bye bye.